in particular, I think if those mid and small cap create a lot of jobs, will in particular favored by the market and also the regulator. Every year, there is about 10 million, fresh graduate in the China market. And, with a GDP growth of 5.5%, we're creating 12 million jobs, if you like. So basically, the private sector and the mid and small cap create a lot of jobs. So if those sectors are favored by the kind of like employment area, I think those areas will be supported by the Chinese government. So in particular, in the mid and small cap area, we have preferred the high-end manufacturing because it's also part of the policy that the Chinese government want to do, intellectual kind of like manufacturing. In particular, we are seeing some component makers in the medical equipment maker. They're growing at 50% growth, and they're owning like 80% of the market share of those components. So this is one area that we're excited in the mid and small cap. And the second area is rural area, agricultural related. Over the last weekend, the central government also hosts the agricultural event and conferences. I think one of the key areas is to maintain enough support of food supply in China. And those, agricultural name like agricultural equipment maker, fertilizer maker, will get a boost, from the policy as well as the market, sentiment.
Okay. All right, Bill. So you like ag or farm small to mid caps. You also like high tech small to mid caps. Having said that, though, as a group, though, you'd probably agree that they tend to be much more vulnerable to economic cycles, to liquidity, to macro-prudential regulatory tightening, and also to fiscal stimulus. I mean, as we ramp up, now that Christmas is over, ramping up to the Western New Year, obviously what's more important for China is the Lunar New Year coming up, liquidity usually starts to tighten up. The central bank traditionally will always step in and go, look, we want everybody to have a happy Lunar New Year and to have those red packets stuffed full that you hand out to your parents and to your family, etc. What if they don't this coming year, though?
Yes, I think, if the liquidity to the market is drying up, if you like, which I don't expect because of the triple R cut, the long prime ratio reduction, I think those are kind of like signal that the central government and PBOC want to send to the market. And secondly, Martin, I think you mentioned correctly, for the mid and small cap liquidity is a tight issue. But in particular, I'm seeing the banks already trying to, increase or provide more liquidity to the most and mid and small cap. And that's why I believe the trend of the mid and small cap rally this year will continue. Year to date, the CSI 1000 is up about 18%, but CSI 300 was down 6%. So this trend will continue, and I believe this is in line with the government policy and the sentiment in the China market.